Good day, what's growing on? So we just made a bunch of biochar. Logs that didn't get all the way charred. It's a good starter for the base. Charcoal that goes down, I kind of anything that doesn't burn all the way through, I put it back through. So I used water. And now I'm putting all this biochar in. Oh yeah, that's the metal piece. Okay. I have a metal base I set down there. I'm going to put a couple bit more pieces of metal down there. Let's scoop it all off the top. Need to get too much dirt, but it's okay doing this pit method because look at how many biochars I've done. First I dug it out a little bit and I put a Berman swale so I don't have any blow away. There's like a negative pressure that's developed when you make a pit like this, and then I kind of spray it with water, shake the barrel when it comes up, so I'm putting out a lot of coals as they fall down to the bottom of the barrel, and I just keep feeding it. So I made a lot. I don't know how much a shovelful of biochar weighs, but it's all wet. But you know, it's going in the compost pit, inoculated with all kinds of manures, compost tea, a lot of worm castings, and a whole 5-gallon bucket full of worms and their worm castings from the other compost pit, which you've seen probably in previous videos. And we're doing bananas, we're doing all kinds of stuff. I wish I had a whole bunch more plants to do. I miss being in the tropics, growing cacao and soursop and lots of coconuts, but it all kind of happens, you know. You work it, it works. Anywhere you are, there you are. So see how that one's not completely burned? Not completely burned. So those bigger pieces I put back through. And then this spot's going to get more and more fertile. It's going to have all this biochar. Eventually all the dust will kind of absorb in here. We'll plant a little, we'll move this over, kind of like a chicken tractor, but it'll be like a biochar tractor. I'll move it over there. We'll plant a guild of trees in here and a date palm. Then the compost pit in this area where it's really fertile will be in the shade. Just plant right here next to the compost and biochar pit. I planted some tomatoes, some goji berries, a couple of squash. I'm gonna plant some more, a bunch more squash, and a date palm. And that way this area will grow up and it'll fill in. And it'll make like a big shaded area. Well, I'll trim it if we keep doing the biochar, but I mean, it's going to be a while before that grows up. And I'm going to add a couple more trees and maybe some bamboo here. And I'll move this down and plant another tree here in this super fertile zone that we're making. In this future to be a banana circle, but right now, because I got this whole garden I have to biochar. Just keep going, keep going, keep going. I've been taking this out as it composts and gets inoculated. I've been stirring it every day. Every 3 days I've been taking out a couple 5-gallon buckets and then replacing it with more. I keep going, getting all the animal manures and bringing them in. And yeah, so that's what's growing on. It's hot. It's about 101, 102 right now. And you can see how dry it is. All that really sandy sand. So I want to probably put a fig tree, maybe a pomegranate, another date palm, and then some bamboo on the outside. We'll see if we can make this little spot an oasis. Well, if you like this content, like, share, and subscribe, please. And hey, if we all want a food forest, well, you know, like Paul Massey, one of the people who taught me food foresting, said, we all need a food forest, or there might not be enough food for us. So on that note, have a wonderful day. May grace follow you wherever you go, and then remember, we're all living the greatest love and adventure story ever told.